Okay, first we need a base character without animation. So let's go back to Mixamo page, then go to 3D animation preview, and then go to my asset. Select the first one, and then you have to download it and select original pose, and then download. Save, and so on. Okay, we covered the first step, the second step, and the third, more for facial expression, but later we have to drive the morph via blueprint. Now we have to create clothes in a Marvelous Design. So let's create a new project. Let's import our original pose, the last one we download from Mixamo. This should be fine. Okay, now let's try to make a skirt like so. We have to create the first layer, can copy that, and now we have to flip this layer because it's not double-sided. It's not double-sided, so we have to flip the second layer. Like so. Then press this button to unify through different patterns, and then the skirt itself. We have to flip this as well, like so. Unify this as well from side. Make sure to that the line don't make a cross, but not like this, but like this. So let's try to simulate. As you can see, you can move the cloth on the character while the simulation is on, to make the cloth fit better on the base character. So I think should be fine. So now we can export only the cloth part. Okay, now we can export this file, obj, and we could call this cloth 1 and save. We have to check only the pattern. We want a single object, not a different pattern, and scale .studio is fine, and I think it's okay. So now let's go back in Maya. Now we want to the cloth to fit to the base character. So first of all we have to import the original pose, and then we want to import the cloth. As you can see, it fit to the base character. Now we want to add the skeleton to the cloth and then delete the base character, so we have only the cloth with the skeleton, and I explain later why. So select the cloth first, then the skeleton, go to skin and smooth bend. To test if all is fine without problem, we can select a leg and try to rotate it. If the cloth follow the leg, it's fine. Otherwise, something go wrong. So now we have to delete the base character and the i2. Go to Windows Outliner. Make sure that only the cloth part is in Outliner. Body is not the cloth part, so we delete it, and we have only the skeleton and the cloth. So now we had to export this, so export all. We call this cloth 1 skeleton, so export all. Now we have to add Nvidia physics. Let's Google Nvidia Apex, then go to clothing, Nvidia, quick links, Maya clothing, click on download, then we have to scroll down, until you find Physics Maya, and you have to choose your Maya version. After you download it in Maya, you have to go to Windows, Setting and Preference, Plugin Manager. Then you have to scroll down and you can find physics, and you have to check loaded and auto load, and now you have physics. So let's add Nvidia Apex to our cloth. So in the physics tab we have this icon, create physics clothing. Let's click on it, then click on paint. Now if you Alt B on a keyboard and move while clicking on with the left click, if you move you can change the radius of the painter. Now let's try with this number for the bottom. Let's scale it up like so. I'm painting with the left mouse button. Change the number to 20. Scale a little bit because the skirt in upper side move less. So let's smooth this. And for now should be fine. So for check out simulation works, let's go to physics tab and then press play. As you can see, the cloud actually is now a real cloud. Now we can export this. Go to File, Export Selection, select Physics, and let's name it Apex 1. Export selection. So let's go back to Unreal Engine. I create a new folder. Let's begin importing original pose. Make sure to check morph target and import materials, import all. And now we have the base mesh, base skeletal mesh. On this skeletal mesh we add cloth and other part that we want to add on it. So this is working fine. Now let's try to import our cloth with the skeleton. Now it's important because we have to tell Unreal that the skeleton on the cloth is actually the same skeleton on original pose. So when we put the cloth on the base mesh and we apply the same animation, the cloth should be should follow the basic mesh. So let's try this. So let's tell Unreal that is actually the same skeleton. This is not a problem. First of all, you have to go in the material of the cloth and select two-sided, so you can see inside the cloth. And then in usage, scrolling down, used with clothing, because now we want to add Nvidia Apex file on this cloth. So in the left side, add Apex clothing file, select Apex 1 and open it. Then you can see all the Apex properties. Now on the material you can see clothing, and we can select Apex 1, and you can see now the clothing is now a real cloth. So go to show clothing and apply wind. As you can see, now it's simulating Nvidia Apex on the cloth. Save it. Okay, now we can import walk in place, the animation that we previously download from Mixamo site after rigging. And now we can take original pose, bring in a viewport, then take the cloth 1 skeleton, because I want to show you how it works. So we have the original pose, our base skeleton. In animation tab we select in animation mode animation asset, then animation to play, walk in place, and you can see it's moving. Now the same things on the cloth part, work in place, and let's see. As you can see, the cloth is actually moving like the base character. So now we can actually we can fit the cloth on the basic mesh, on the basic skeletal mesh. So how to do that? Right click, let's create a pawn, let's call this Eva, double click on Eva. So this is the basic skeleton. Original pose. There we go. Then the other one, cloth 1, or you can call it bottom. And you can add the cloth 1. I'm sorry, cloth 1. Here we go. Then you can go to basic skeleton and you can do the same things that we do before. Here we go. Okay, now we can drag our blueprint class Eva in a viewport to see if it works. Let's simulate. And actually it works. If you can see, the cloth fit to the basic mesh, but the basic mesh don't collide with the cloth. For solve this problem, we have to make the collision in Maya and make a new Apex clothing file. But if I do this now, the tutorial became too long, so I make this in another time. So for now, let's move on.